Hi everyone, how you doing? I am Colleen Fletcher and I'm just making sure that we're getting everything set up here for today's You, Me, and the Trees meditation. And as you can see, I am outside again. And while I love being outside with my trees, every once in a while we get the reality of what is going on in life. So Um, I'm just still trying to make sure everything is set up here. And it just seems to, sometimes go a little bit wonky. But the other thing that's happening with being outside is my neighbors are building something. So we're going to be hearing noises. What I invite you to do with that is really it's a part of life. It is very difficult anymore to find an absolutely secluded place without any noise. And any of you that have been with me for a while know that when you're outside, it's quite noisy anyway. Even nature just is noisy. So just allow it to send you deeper into your meditation. It's the best way to do it. So today, it's all about embodiment. And really, really occupying that physical self, your physical being. Um, these practices aren't about leaving your body to find peace, but about diving so deeply into who and what you are, into that sensory framework that your mind has no choice but to quiet down because you are just so within your body. So, yes, I've been meditating for almost 55 years now. And there are times when I find it much easier, times when it is just painful. If you are on my newsletter series, you've been hearing me talk a bit more about, not about what has been going on, but what I have been going through and how I have been working with that. And one of the things that was very, very difficult for me was to quiet my mind down. And I wasn't able to meditate for the last really 3 years because I would go into this space that was put upon me. So, there are times in life when it is very difficult, and I totally understand that. I do invite you to always try and find a little bit of something. In my instance, what I did was I just kind of kept my body and my mind at a calm enough space that I didn't spiral. This is one of the things that was uh, well, easier way to say it, someone else did it to me, and it was I'm working through that for myself, right? So it does happen in life, and it's a matter of blending those difficult times, then allowing that flow to move through, working with your neurotransmitters. There's a lot you can do instead of just continuing to spiral downward. Um, we want the times that you can settle into it to compound. That's why I love to do the letting go of the outside world meditation first, because we do that. And then you can just settle within your body faster, easier, deeper on that deeper connection. So that's why I do that. And that's what I think is so important about embodying you, getting so deep within your body that the rest of this stuff is not such a detractor. It's not so difficult. It's still difficult, yes, but you can take care of yourself through it. I want you to stop treating your body like it's this vehicle that carries your head around. I want you to see it as your primary bit of existence. It's this beautiful tactile thing for you to embrace. today's meditation. It's going to be along a coastal bay with palm trees and sand and a vast ocean. I'd like to try and bring in, because when we do visualizations as well, I know that they can be difficult for people. I want visualizations for people that embody so many different types of trees as well. This is my prune tree, my plum tree. And if you need to use this, that's fine. But the visualizations today, and again, visualizations, if you're not the best at them, that's fine. You can have a picture of a palm tree. You could just kind of know what they look like. So please carry on with this, even if you think you can't visualize. I know some people are far better at it than others, and that's absolutely fine. You are still welcome to be here with us, but that's what we're doing. Maybe today you're going to feel the sand on your feet more, the heat from that. Now, before we go any further, we are going to do the letting go of the outside world meditation. If it's your first time, just sit. Kind of lower your gaze or close your eyes. Oh, taking a couple of deep breaths. And settling into your breath, into your low back, into your belly. And slowly open your eyes. Kind of semi come back to your full awareness. You don't need to come back to your full awareness right now, but just come back. We're going to settle into our meditation soon. We're going to talk a bit more about that embodiment, that it's that raw, unpolished truth of how you inhabit yourself right now. Where are you? How is that internal being of your physical body going? Now, yes, we're going to use that imagery of a coastal edge. And what I like about it is that it's a collision of elements. It's where solid ground meets fluid motion with the waves and how they're going. The palm trees don't overthink their placement. They anchor into that shifting sand, right? It's ever moving, and they adapt. They adapt to where they are, and to their shape, and to the salt air, and to be embodied in this process. It's that same tactile, it's resiliency, it's adaptability, and that's what I'm bringing here for you today. So one thing to do is to, with anything like this, possibly have your hands resting on your thighs, and it's warm for me, so I have shorts on, and so I can touch my bare skin. So if you're able to touch your bare skin, then that makes it amazing. Uh, Maybe you're not in that place, and you can feel that physical barrier of your clothes. So touch it, feel it. I am very tactile. With years and years of doing somatic body work, I I touch things, and I am going into a stage where I don't want anything other than absolutely beautiful soft things against my skin. That's it. Uh, so go ahead and drop all of the heavy luggage that's been a part of your week, or anything like that. Kind of go through the layers of dropping, of releasing. Maybe it's time to lift your shoulders and allow them to drop again. Um, Peeling back layers is another way to look at this. Uh, Settle into the breathing, the pulsing of your body. So we're now going to drop deeper into our meditation again. I am going to have affirmations for you. So I invite you to connect very deeply with where and how you're sitting. Envision either your hips, if you're sitting with your legs crossed, or if you're on a chair, your feet are connected to the ground. And really, really see and know that you are like the tree's roots going into the ground. Taking some deep breaths. Enjoying a moment of silence here as you can continue to connect further into your body, down into the earth, to the warm sand. Now that you're deeply connected, picture your bare feet sinking further into this fine, warm sand. Feel that heat radiating up through the soles of your feet, softening the muscles of your calves, of your knees, of your thighs. And as you walk along this sand, with every step you take in this space, your physical body drops deeper into this present moment. So with each step you take, you are connected further with yourself. To your left is a vast, rhythmic pulse of the ocean. To your right is a line of ancient palm trees that lean slightly toward the water. Notice the structure of these trees. Their trunks are rigid, yet they're flexible, and they are deeply anchored into the sand. Now slowly walk toward one of these trees, putting your hands on it. Feel the rough, fibrous texture of its bark against your palms, against your hands, against your fingertips. Remaining connected, deepening this connection further with this tree. Noticing as the ocean breeze moves through the fronds above, matching your breath with this sound. Inhale, feeling your ribs expand like the opening of those giant palm leaves. Exhale, letting your weight sink further into that sand. Sand supports you completely, shifting just enough to cradle your shape. Maybe it's time now to sit down with your back against this palm tree, or continue to stand with your hands resting on it. You know that you are not a visitor to this landscape. Your body is made of the same minerals, water and breath. Feeling the solidity of your bones and the fluid movement of your breath working together, entirely synchronized. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling the breeze kissing your skin, gently flowing. Now, either listening or repeating after me internally or verbally outward. My body is not an ornament, it is my anchor and my home. My body is not an ornament, it is my anchor and my home. Your body is not an ornament, it is your anchor and your home. Your body is not an ornament, it is your anchor and your home. Like the palm, I am deeply rooted, yet free to bend. Like the palm, I am deeply rooted, yet free to bend. Like the palm, you are deeply rooted, yet free to bend. Like the palm, you are deeply rooted, yet free to bend. I inhabit every inch of my skin with fierce, quiet confidence. I inhabit every inch of my skin with fierce, quiet confidence. You inhabit every inch of your skin with fierce, quiet confidence. You inhabit every inch of your skin with fierce, quiet confidence. Enjoying this time with the palm tree, offering it thanks, offering the sand thanks, the sun for the warmth in the sand, the gentle rhythm of the ocean, carrying with you the warmth of this sand and the flexible strength of the coast back into your physical space. Slowly start to open your eyes. You don't need to completely leave this state to return to your day. Let your movements be slow, let them be deliberate. Feel your body, touch your body, enjoy that embodiment. Continue to feel fully felt from the inside out. Continue to stay in this glow. Now that you're back, carry this rooted energy with you into the rest of your day. If this session has supported your nervous system, the best way is to keep this rhythm alive and follow this channel. It's where you'll find more of the You, Me, and the Trees meditations. And it helps this global grove grow. The more trees we have, the more people we have, the more love and support we have for each other. And by following along here, you never miss one of these You, Me, and the Trees meditations. Walk gently today, and I'll see you in the next meditation with the trees. Thanks. Bye.